Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. So, listen, we are going to be doing episode 3, I think, of Mnakwethu Happily Ever After. Okay. So, on this episode, you guys, we saw Udulas go and see Isangoma. Okay, we all saw Udulas because apparently he had a dream where he saw a child that was in danger. Okay, I don't know, you guys. I couldn't tell if this story is real or it's just a reality story that they created. So the story is Dulas had a dream, decided to go and see Sangoma to see what's happening. So he goes and sees Umkhulu Khoza says, tells him a few things. One of the things that he tells him, out of the wives that Udulas has, Umashezi, which is the wife that he's supposed to take, the new one that we've never seen but has been around for some time, she is the one that will have Undlalifa, which is a boy child. Okay. I didn't even know Umashezi to be pregnant. I don't know if it's something that will happen in the future, but apparently Umashezi is the one that will have a boy child. Then when he asked about Mamhlongo, Sangoma City or Inyanga Iti, was it Inyanga or Sangoma guys? Uthi ubaba umkhulu Khoza, he cannot see the pregnancy kaMamhlongo. Okay. And then he interprets it as if he cannot see the pregnancy kaMamhlongo, it means that maybe the baby is in danger. The pregnancy is in danger. So uMamhlongo needs to come so that bezomenzela intambo red to put around her waist, okay, to protect the child. Okay. Now, you guys, later on, Dulas does shoot another scene where he goes and sees Mamhlongo. And I've been saying, you guys, I think the past few episodes that, you know what, I'm not sure about the pregnancy. Mamhlongo, did it existed or not? Because I felt like the fact that she never told Udulas that she had lost the baby, and also the fact that Udulas had paid Ilobola because of the pregnancy. I don't know. I had my doubts. Okay, and also her sadness, Mamhlongo, I couldn't tell because obviously she lost two of her brothers. There's a brother that was shot, and then there's another brother that went to work and never came back. They don't give us the details of what's happening with that one. So she lost two brothers, and then the pregnancy. So it's very hard, you guys, and you can see Mamhlongo, she's going through a lot. So this was the episode where I saw the sadness that people have been talking about in the comment section, because some of you have been saying in the comment section, Mamhlongo must have had that miscarriage because she really looks sad. And she does look sad, you guys. And I think that maybe because they make money from doing this show, maybe that's why she's doing the show. She just looks like she's tired. It doesn't look like it's the right time for her to shoot any scene that she's shooting. It doesn't look like she would prefer to be there. There's just some sadness about Mamhlongo that I picked up in this episode, you guys. And also, guys, listen. If someone is coming to my house to shoot the scene, maybe I'm going to get in the bathroom and take a bath, maybe, changing, you know. The irony that I'm wearing a gown right now. But you know what I'm saying, okay? I'm sure that Mamhlongo, that's not her best gown. I'm sure she has another gown that she could have worn in that scene. And also it looked like a gown. So she looks like she just doesn't care, and that hat that she was wearing. So kunama signs ukuthi ngathi uMamhlongo mhlawumbe une-depression. Not that I'm a doctor, you guys, but ngathi she forced herself to sit on that couch and shoot that scene. And the fact that she didn't even make an effort to go to even if usekhaya, because she knew ukuthi abantu bayeza bazoshutha show. I don't know, it gives me ama-vibes ukuthi depressed. And also, she does not want to engage much when they are having conversations. Like, okay, Udulas comes to see her. And Dulas is coming to tell her ukuthi fanele athole intambo lebovu that Isangoma was talking about, that she needs to put around her waist to protect the child. So when she raises that conversation, that's when she tells Dulas ukuthi how kahle kahle ingane ayisekho. She says there's no longer pregnancy, there's no child. I lost a child, and when I did lose a child, I did try to call you, but you did not have time. So after some time passed, I didn't see the need to tell you. Okay, initially, you guys, I thought Tutulas was having the correct reaction, and he was holding her hand and saying, listen, it's not a fault and all of that. And then right there, he says, but I was thinking of making arrangements for you to meet Umashezi. Mashezi being the new wife, Dulas, or new girlfriend, Dulas. Like, right there, when she is talking about the miscarriage, he is thinking it's the perfect time to bring up Indaba Mashezi. She gets upset, you guys, but it's different with Mamhlongo. That's what I'm saying. With Mamhlongo, ukhombisa ama-sign engathi depressed, because Mamhlongo, usually she would lose it. Okay, she will throw things around, she will scream when she's upset. But this time she just said calmly, just pull muhambi, something like that, like get out of the house. And then Udulas Wahamba, because she was angry that he's bringing up Umashezi in that conversation. Then after that, the sister comes in, the sister that Mamhlongo was meeting with last week, to get an update as to what was happening with her. The sister that was saying with all of the things that are happening with Mamhlongo, they are seeing them on TV, the family is not happy and all of that. So then the sister comes in to find out, okay, what happened with you and Usbad, what is he saying? She tells the sister, no, I told him about the miscarriage. And then the sister's like, so what did he say? He told me he needs to introduce the next girlfriend. So the sister couldn't believe it, you guys. It was unbelievable. Even if you were insensitive, you guys, even if Dulas came there with the intention to shoot a scene where he was going to be saying to Mamhlongo, he wants to introduce Umashezi, he could have changed it, because, I mean, how do you talk about taking another wife while your wife is talking about having a miscarriage? It's crazy. So the sister was just going crazy. Even then, you guys, Mamhlongo just said, because the sister was going off now talking about how the whole family now is embarrassed by this whole situation and all of that. And Mamhlongo just stood up and said, I sorry, guys, sorry, waphuma wahamba. So the lento ukuthi akafuna uku-engage even kuma arguments and the back and forth, and she's calm, but it's like a sad calm. I kind of feel like, you guys, Mamhlongo needs help. Like, she is going through something, and it might just be a depression. And I don't know, you guys. I don't know if the show is going to do something, if they recognize it and they care enough about them, because it would be nice if they organize some kind of counseling for her. Okay. Now, you guys, we also see Sandiso Unchangas. Okay, remember Unchangaso last week when he tried to talk to his brother about his Tembusake, and then it ended up being that the brother doesn't agree with him. The brother was trying to tell him that he was wrong. He didn't like it. He ended up walking away from the conversation. So tonight he was calling him to apologize to the brother, because, of course, who is he gonna shoot scenes with? It is his brother. So now, here's the thing, you guys. With Usandiso, I don't believe that his family didn't know about the second girl, the child, and the girl being Shaulot, being Lobolot. I don't believe that. But I think that they know, they do like the first wife, ne? So they don't want her to know what they knew. So I think it was just a thing that they came together and they were like, you know what, let's just say that we didn't know, because how do we explain it to her? But I don't believe that they really just didn't know about the child. So they have a conversation where they decide that they are going to have a family meeting. Sunday. So the brother, Untogozo, the uncle, and the aunt, okay, to discuss the whole situation. And they do meet, to have that discussion with the family. Okay, the family is upset about the fact that the whole thing that Jangasa's wife found out, she find it out on TV. They feel like it was an embarrassment for the whole family, so they do feel like they want families to meet and discuss what is going to be happening, you guys. Now, remember last week that in the last episode, Njangase had taken out his wife, and then while they were there, he brought Mahadebe to introduce to his wife. And then when the wife wanted to leave, he did not want to live with the wife. He wanted to live with Mahadebe. This scene, we did not see Njangase's wife, and it's possible that she walked away. I was like, it's possible that she did walk away, like she had said. Listen, if she has walked away, good for her. Honestly, I feel like good for her, because I feel like, I think every episode we have seen her shoot some kind of a scene. The fact that we didn't see her in this episode, and it's almost like it forced Unchanga to go shoot with his family because she wasn't around. Maybe she did walk away with you guys, and he doesn't mention it at all as to what happened with her after they left the restaurant. You know, the fights where they got in an Uber and she left. Okay, so I'm hoping that she has left this disrespectful guy. But okay, you never know with this one. She might leave and also come back. But I think that you guys, if you are fighting with your husband about some woman and he decides to live with that woman, there's nothing to discuss. There is absolutely nothing to discuss. So he ended up meeting with the family. They are going to meet with the other family, all of that stuff. I don't see the need, but I guess they see the need, you guys. We also see Kondanisa talking to his father about what's happening with his wife, okay? And they're talking about what happened with the aunt and all of that. There's some conversation, guys, of how Kondanisa wants Samantha back, but also wants Mamhlongo back. But then there is another one that we don't know about that is supposed to be added to this WhatsApp group. Okay, listen, you guys, I kind of feel like these guys are missing the point of the show, because I don't think that the concept of the show is supposed to be about them. It's like for them, every time they do a season, they think that they are supposed to add a wife. Whereas the show is Mnakwethu Happily Ever After. We are supposed to see how you live after you did the show. So you can just remain with your two wives and just be going back and forth, shooting with both your wives, how they relate to each other and all of that. So I don't know, like they feel a need, like if we had 12 seasons, these guys are going to be trying to take 12 wives. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what they're trying to do. So that's what he was having a conversation with his father, Ukonanisa, and what came out of that conversation is that the father thinks it's a good idea for him to talk to Samantha's aunt, because remember the last time that they tried to communicate, they had an argument, and then he ended up calling her Auntie Katila Sarek and all of that. So yes, they're going to have a conversation with the aunt. Now here is a part that really for me was like, it doesn't make sense. So Mamhlongo has left the Kondanisa family. Mamhlongo left. Kufanele ukuthi kusho ukuthi ubuyele ekhaya, ushiyile emendweni. Now Kondanisa's father, Kondanisa was asking his father, has the Mchunu family called you? You know? I was like, and who's supposed to call who? You know? And if they haven't called, aren't you supposed to call them too? You know what I mean? So basically, Kondanisa's family is waiting for a call, but maybe even the Mchunu family is waiting for a call. That confused me, you guys. But from this scene, what we learned is also Kondanisa has another Mangcobo that is joining this WhatsApp group. Okay? I don't know why, because Kondanisa is still dealing with Mamhlongo and Samantha, trying to get them back, and they're not back, but there's also Mangcobo. So Babake asked him, like, where are you going with this whole thing? Which is a valid question, okay? And he says that he's looking for unkosikazi onenhliziyo emnene, you know? Inhliziyo emnene kodwa ngizothini Nkosi yami ngesingisi, like a humble wife. Humble, but yenze kube humble, but inhliziyo yakhe ingabi emnene ne. Yeah, I think the best word I can use is he's looking for a humble wife. So it's not like he has a number, because his father was like, so how many wives are you going to take really? And he says that ufuna unkosikazi omnene, onenhliziyo emnene, you know, so he's just looking for a humble wife. So if every wife that he takes ends up not being humble, then he's just going to keep on taking the wives. So Kondanisa now does end up going to see u-auntie kwakhe. Listen, you guys, it was the first time that I saw an interaction between Kondanisa and this aunt that was more respectful. I thought that Kondanisa was respectful, and I think that what the aunt said, because the aunt said the brother at Kondanisa was the one that was more disrespectful in the last conversation that they had. She says that that's why that conversation went bad, is because of that brother. So now that the brother is not there, the conversation is, even though it's not like they are seeing eye to eye, but they are not fighting. Okay, so it was good to see just a respectful conversation. Olalisa is wanting to take Samantha back, but what he's saying is that he doesn't want the baby. So where is the baby going to go? How do you I don't know, you guys, but that's what he's saying. He's because the aunt was asking, if you want umakoti wako back, you can take her. We don't have a problem with this. You don't have to because what Samantha did was wrong. Okay, and also when you take her, ningahlabi ekhaya. Okay, I don't know why the aunt is saying that. Bangahlabi ekhaya, mabimthatha uSamantha, bangashwelezi, bangenzi lutho, but he can take her if he wants her. So the aunt is also asking, so are you going to take her with her child? And Vanessa was like, for now, I just want the meeting of the families. I just want the families to understand each other. And then after that, we can talk about other things. But in the diary session, he does say that I don't think anybody is expecting me to accept that child. Okay. So I want Samantha, but I don't want the child. I'm not going to accept the child. So I'm like, you might as well say you don't want Samantha, because I'm sure Samantha is not going to leave her child behind. Okay. So yes, you guys, now they had that agreement that I guess the families are going to meet, and not the families are going to meet, that, but that Samantha's family is okay with Kondanisa taking Samantha back if he wants to. Okay, so now I guess it's up to Samantha now to make a decision if she wants to go back to Kondanisa. But I guess she has to understand that it's only her that is wanted. It's not her baby. Her baby is not wanted. Okay, which is interesting, because how are you going to say you're taking the mother without the child? Now, another thing, you guys, that we saw that was interesting was Umashozi Dulas. Now, remember, Mamhlongo had a conversation with Dulas. It didn't go well, because instead of Dulas focusing on the fact that Mamhlongo had a miscarriage, he started bringing up the fact that he wants them to meet Mashezi. Now, Mamhlongo is not there when he finally introduces Umashezi. Mashozi is only there. Guys, I think if I'm not mistaken, indlu yakaDulas leyan. And but I can't tell whether indlu yasemakaya, they don't show us the outside of the house. So I can't tell whether it's emakaya or isegoli ngoba uDulas ngathi ubuya hlala eGoli. And it looks nicer than the houses we've seen in previous seasons. And I hope that it is his house, because then there will be an indication of see his life is getting better with him doing the show. You know, kunama couch, leather, you know, kuhle nje endlini, kuhle ku-organized kamnandi. So and Umashozi is comfortable endlini, in and out ekitchen, ngathi uhlala khona lana. So even Umashozi, you guys, she looks very nice and clean. Okay, Umashozi is the one that prepares Maizo shoot scene. Okay, she might not have makeup on, but she will be dressed nicely. So yes, you guys, the house looks nice. So Umashozi did not know what Dulas is bringing Umashozi, but brings Umashozi to the house. And then that's when izinto get tense, and Umashozi just stands up. I will tell you Trenki, wathelela yena and her husband, wangamthelela Umashozi. Nami ngeke ngize ngithelele nje umuntu oza ngalolo daba kwami i-drink. I thought that Dulas was going to take his drink and give it to Umashozi, but no. He was like, not Coca-Cola. I'm drinking my Coca-Cola. If they don't give you your Coca-Cola, you're going to have to see what you do. But I'm drinking my Coca-Cola. So he didn't give it to her. Hey, this men that they're fighting about. So there was that back and forth thing between Umashozi and Umashezi, because for some reason the newly introduced girl always thinks that she is better and more important. And I'm like, what did you win? You are still Dulas's girlfriend. I mean, really, like, It's like uthando being while you know, you're your wife, but you are Siyacela's wife, you know. So even that girl, I'm like, why are you acting like like you are important? Kodwa unkosikazi kaDulas. I mean, really now. Amadoda engaka, but unkosikazi kaDulas, like, you know. So yes, you guys. Now, Uma shows even said, ukuthi, because in that conversation with Umashes, that's when Umashes found out about Mamhlongo's miscarriage. And Umashes was like, how can, when we are dealing with the loss in the family, when you are out here bringing another girl, that doesn't even make sense, which I thought, wow. I think, you guys, if Mamhlongo allowed Mashozi to become friends with her, they would be good friends. I think Mashozi does care about Mamhlongo. But I think Mamhlongo just doesn't trust the sister wife situation. Okay. Because I thought that maybe Umashos is not going to even care that Mamhlongo had a miscarriage, but it felt like she cares. And she was even questioning why Dulas would choose this time to be introducing another girl when they've just lost a child in the family. You know what I mean? So, you guys, that was all in this episode. It does kind of starting to feel like Basendaweni Yodwa somehow. Maybe Tula's story is the only one that's moving forward. But Kondanisa is just about on this wheel where he is wanting his wife. I want my wife's back. I want my wife's back. I want my wife's back. But there's no moving forward. And Unchangase, I don't know, maybe Connie movement Danyanas, because today we got to meet the family and go to hear how they feel about the situation. Yeah, but Kondanisa's story is just not going anywhere, you know. But yeah, I guess we still watch it for just a bit of drama, you know. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda.